Hi, how are you guys? I'm good. My hair is green. I hope it doesn't get picked up by the green screen. I'm sitting in a cove now, okay? I didn't want to duct tape my ceiling again. I did duct tape the mirror. I worked real hard to figure out the shadows. I don't know if that's going to be annoying with the keying. I'm new to this. I don't know. I guess I'll just go right into it. I just gotta do this. Get ready for many takes. I gotta remember to enunciate. That was my problem. I was very slurry. I was like, as I've established, I love kid shows. Kid sitcoms, in particular, are a very guilty pleasure kind of enjoyment for myself. Like, I'm fully aware how ridiculous these shows are, how cheesy they are, how bad they are, but I still find enjoyment. I don't know why. I just do. One of the first times I ever encountered one of these guilty pleasure shows was about 10 years ago with My Babysitter's a Vampire. I'm sure I had other guilty pleasure shows before that, but this one I remember distinctly because I remember telling my friend about the show once and how much I just thought it was really bad. And then I couldn't stop thinking about the show, and then I ended up watching the entire series multiple times at this point. And then I mentioned the show again to my friend, and she was like,
I thought you hate that show.
Yeah, but like I don't, but like I do, but like I don't, like, you know? My Babysitter's a Vampire is a Canadian show that aired for 2 seasons between 2011 and 2012 and totally didn't end on a cliffhanger that I'm totally not still totally pissed about. Now, I could tell you the plot of the show, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, no, I'm not. Because before the show, there was the movie. Yeah. And as you guessed it, the movie sets up the plot for the show. And if this goes well, maybe I'll do the show too. I don't know. This movie used to be on Netflix. The show still is, but the movie is not anymore. You gotta do DVD. What is this? Netflix in 2009? I could not find this movie anywhere. Not on Hulu, not on Amazon. It wasn't available. I tried to get a VPN. That was a whole mess.
Whatever.
I just couldn't find it. Making me want to watch this movie even more. I did find it on YouTube, but the quality was kind of shitty at some points, and I am spoiled with better quality videos nowadays, so I was like, fuck it. I'll just pay $10 and buy it on Apple TV. Okay, on Apple TV, right? I bought it, right? I'm excited. I downloaded it. I have it now on there. I realized now that I have this M4V or MP4 that you can shade it into. That's what we do for work. But I can't bring it into Final Cut or in Compressor or anything because of copyright or something. I don't know. I could watch the movie. I guess I got to screen record it now again. Guys, get ready for more shitty audio. Dude, I hate copyright. I can't screen record this. What the fuck? I guess I'll have to use this shitty fucking thing from YouTube, maybe. Sorry if the quality's kind of poor on the playback then, bitches.
Fuck me.
So I downloaded the movie, or at least I thought I did. It was still downloading. I thought I bought it not realizing it was still downloading. Something started playing. So I was like, great, here's the movie. And then the song was a little weird and the titles were a little different. I was like, wait a sec, because it was fucking Not Cool by Shane Dawson. Are you fucking... It just shows how long it's been since I bought anything. I also somehow was downloading the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Okay. I now have those. I also have the Tour of Mythicality. My 4 genders. The Guardians of the Galaxy, My Babysitter's a Vampire, Not Cool by Shane Dawson, and I can't fucking do this. I can't hold that finger up. The Tour of Mythicality. The movie opens with 2 people sitting in a car pretty much ripping off Twilight when it's actually revealed that it's someone watching this on TV. The whole Dusk parody, actually, within this show, movie universe, is pretty clever. Not gonna lie. They randomly show scenes throughout this movie for this other movie that's based on Twilight, which is based on... Oh no. I was going to say 50 Shades, but it goes the other way around. I think it goes Twilight, then 50 Shades, then Dusk. Does that mean Dusk is somehow related to 50 Shades of Grey? Anyway, now let's get to the real people that are in this real movie. So we're introduced to our 2 main boys, Ethan and Benny, and they're just shoving fucking marshmallows in their face, as boys do. Oh, I just cracked my neck. I was gonna think of something clever to call them, these characters, like I did with my Power Ranger one, how they all had fun names, but I couldn't think of anything clever for all of their names. So I'm just gonna call them by their real names. I know that's not fun, but I'm sorry. Jane, Ethan's little sister, hears a thumping outside, and she has to go investigate alone because the boys are too busy, as I said, shoving marshmallows in their face. So she goes and investigates on her own, and it turns out to be this asshole. Like, seriously, he's just a fucking asshole for no reason.
Bitch.
Like a straight dick. I really, don't know why. It's like when the vampires come and take him and kill him, I don't feel bad.
Yoink.
He's a douche. Jane screams right as mom and dad arrive from bowling, and Ethan's in big trouble. Ooh. His punishment? Getting a babysitter.
Vampire babysitter?
No, not yet. A human teenage girl babysitter. This human teenage girl babysitter, to be exact. This is Erica. She's a little obsessed with Dusk.
Dusk forever?
Erica just so happens to be friends with Sarah, who Ethan just so happened to spill his food all over.
Dork!
Great, meet cute. She's also totally a vampire because she's still playing a teenager 10 years later in Riverdale. Pre-time jump. And say it with me, everyone. You know how I love when I see people and things that I've seen them in other things. Sarah's dating this guy, Jesse, who's in the drama club and is also a vampire. Him and his drama vamps flirt up a minor, in perspective of how old they really are, almost kill minors in perspective to how old they really are, and stole this young man's coffee in perspective to how old they really are. Erica says, fuck $25, I'm gonna give me some dick. And Sarah tries to stay away from the dick.
You shouldn't have done that.
She ends up landing right in front of Ethan's house and just takes the job away from Erica.
Yoink.
Ethan's parents, being such the great parents that they are, they totally let this flustered woman covered in leaves that just randomly showed up to just, watch their kids because the other babysitter didn't show up, so. There's also this random thing.
Earth to Ethan.
Hello?
Hey.
Mom and Dad go line dancing, and Jane's fudge bob goes straight into Ethan's crotch. Awkward. And Benny shows up. Sarah gives this weird look and then goes to the bathroom. Ethan barges in and, oh, Sarah's reflection is disappearing. Weird shit, man. Now Ethan's seeing stuff when he touches Sarah. Weird shit, man. Now they got a grandma with a bad tan. Weird shit, man. Ethan and Benny follow Sarah to get some answers, and boy, do they get that. Cute girl shrill coming out of a boy.
Not funny!
The boys run away, and Sarah follows.
My babysitter's a vampire!
Roll credits. Is that still a joke? Benny is me when I'm walking around the house.
Engage!
Ethan is me when it comes to my friend's Snapchat.
Sometimes I just skim.
And Sarah is me when I'm having a gender crisis.
I'm just a normal girl, okay? At least I wasn't.
Because she's a certified hottie and not gonna kill them, they decide to all become best friends, and they go back to Ethan's house. Earlier, Benny ordered a pizza, and it's finally here, and it's free because, it took forever. And the delivery guy is totally not a vampire. Whoopsie. Oh. Oopsies. Ethan, Benny, and Jane run back into Ethan's room to hide and pretty much just freak out the whole time.
I'm a real vampire yet.
She's a vampire?
Sarah joins them after forking the delivery guy and asks if they have any weapons.
I don't know.
Benny suggests using Ethan's hockey stick, Canadian show. But Ethan's like, no, it's signed by...
Ryan Seacrest? Really?
I don't blame him. Ryan Seacrest is pretty cool. I mean, even Pitbull don't got money like him. Sarah kills the vampire. Ethan tries to make sure his 8-year-old sister isn't scarred for life, and Benny found a survivor. Sarah decides that being a threesome is just not her thing, and she goes to find Erica. Now, before Sarah, Benny and Ethan had another three in their threesome. Rory.
What's up?
Who is so dorky, even these dorks don't want to be with him. Somehow, he ends up at the vampire party where Erica is. Instead of babysitting and getting that $25, the boys decide to save Rory. But they're not walking this time. You remember that comment I made earlier about Grandma being a tan? Well, that is because of plot.
She likes rocking a tan. Seen her come out of there once. It's not pretty.
That's right. They use these bad boys for a weapon. You'll see how. You'll see. You'll see. The boys pick up Sarah on the way and they all go to the party. Well, Sarah goes in, tells the boys not to go, but they go in anyway because, you know, boys will be boys.
I signed up for the can. I had to, use a tree. So glad I'm a dude vampire, right?
Fuck that statement. What the hell? That was rude. Not all dudes got penises, if that's what he's implying. I mean, dude is a gender-neutral term in my eyes. And, I mean, people with vaginas can pee behind a bush. I mean, it depends on how much you gotta kind of take off to get a clear shot. It is easier to pee behind a bush with a penis, but still, they call them girls later on as an insult.
Where you girls going?
Like, fuck them. That's totally not cool. By Shane Dawson. Sarah tries to convince Erica to leave this hoppin' party where this hottie's all over her, and that goes real well.
Besides, nobody here's even drinking. Not yet.
And before Sarah can convince her that she's a vampire, Jesse comes in and cock-blocks, and then takes her to a super secret meeting. After totally killing it on the dance floor, Ethan and Benny run into Rory, who's already gotten bit. Great, guys. Way to go. Ethan notices Jesse taking Sarah away, and he decides to follow. And they go to their super secret meeting. Rory doesn't get the memo that it's a super secret meeting and is just so fucking loud for no reason.
Movie schmovie. The roaster needs food.
Like, why? Dude, you don't gotta be like that. But they don't get caught. I mean, they can't leave the house, so they are technically caught. But I don't know if they know what they heard at the meeting, you know? So now they're surrounded by vampires. There's no escape. Oh no! Jesse tries to convince Sarah to kill Rory, and before she can do it, Ethan grabs her and has another vision with stock images and videos. Erica gets impatient and decides to just kill Rory herself. Chaos ensues. The boys abandon Rory, Sarah abandons Erica, and we finally see what the lights were for. And it's obviously for Star Wars references.
The Force is strong in you, young Padawan. You are the Padawan. I'm the Jedi.
Oh, God, we get it. We fucking get it. They're nerds.
Dark King and dorks!
The next day, we see that Rory didn't die, like they thought.
We thought you were dead.
If my friend died, or if I thought my friend died, like, I would be... They're too chill for this, okay? I would be freaking out.
I blame video games.
Yeah, that and the rap music.
That's just me. But it's fine, okay? Because Rory's cool now. He's a vampire. He goes to church.
Church? Vampires don't do church.
Ethan and Benny follow the cool vamps to church. Benny steals holy water and totally doesn't date this at all.
And Ebola.
He then joins up with Ethan in the cemetery. Romantic. And then Sarah joins in. Romantic. And then Ethan has another vision.
Smack my ass like the drum!
Romantic. We learn about the Cubulate Animus, or
Nest of souls.
my bed. What is my bed? Well, it's a box. And here's Sarah with a book. Book tells us how the town used to be a bad town with bad vamps, and then they all died except for Jesse, who's like 200 years old. Again, he still hangs out with the miners, though. Like, I don't understand these visions here. Like, is he having visions of the book that he's reading, or is it another book while she's reading that book? You know, like, it doesn't make any. Like, I don't get it. Oh, great. Rory. Ethan and Sarah convince Rory to go find out more information about my bed, and he does. He also magically can now appear on camera, so he can tell Ethan and Benny what he found. It was a poem, prophecy thing that Ethan basically figures out in like 2 seconds because he's a genius.
So this is why you always get better marks than me in English, huh?
Yeah. That and I don't call the teacher fart head to his face. Point taken.
You know who's not a genius? Erica. Well, actually, she is, but she's just now is hot. You know, like now she doesn't care about that stuff. She's a total hottie because she's a vamp and she's a hottie. And here's Vanessa being forever typecasted as a bisexual. At least they explored that shit in Riverdale. These two sets of best friends, they have more chemistry with each other than like the romances do with each other on the show. And I know I'm talking about the movie. It all stems, you know, they all stem from each other, okay? Like, you can't really see it in this because it's just setting up. But, like, I tell you, like, through the series, okay? Ethan and Benny should have been a thing. Erica and Sarah could have been a thing. But those two, meant to be. Anyway, Ethan, Sarah, and Benny have to go to the Dusk premiere because Jesse's gonna kill everyone and then bring back his friends. Montage for them prepping for battle. Before going to the climax, Grandma's not just tan, she's also magic. And so is Benny. And so is Ethan, which we kind of already saw, but now we have a fun name for it.
He's a seer.
So a vampire, a spellcaster, and a seer walk into a movie theater.
And they totally kick ass.
Until they don't. The fire alarm was right behind you. Like, this was illogical, right? Oh, didn't need to happen. Jesse gets away. Oh, no. Sarah's dying. Oh, no. Ethan's driving. Oh, no. Going back to my point before, Ethan and Benny prove that they're so in sync that they can have two different conversations and still get to the conclusion that they need. So Ethan figures out that the tree that was in his visions is the tree that was in his backyard.
It's not possible.
So he goes home. He stands up to Jesse, who's standing under a tree, and now somehow has these fucking powers? Where the hell did that come from? Oh, but then also remember that she has powers. So, yay, we did it, we saved the day. All the people we killed the guy that was already technically dead. Woo! This guy totally just covered up the murder of like hundreds of people. Yay! And we're just gonna forgive Erica even though she totally killed people. Woo! Okay. The end. So like the show goes on from there. You know, the movie doesn't end on a cliffhanger like the fucking show did. The show goes on from there, you know, and they develop their powers or whatever and friendships and relationships that should have happened. They also definitely shot this movie at an actual high school, but then made that show in a soundstage, which makes sense, again, budget and shit like that, but like, paint the lockers the same fucking color. You had a chance to build a set. Why go with such a dramatic difference? Now, I know it's just a silly kids, it's just a silly kids movie, okay, I know. Apparently, it was supposed to be a lot darker and for like teenagers or like older kids or whatever, but Disney and other executives were like, we're
gonna dumb that shit down.
It's not that dumb. The effects aren't that bad. The acting isn't that bad. The writing is...
I've got something for both of you, and it's made of wood and really sharp.
Okay. I did laugh sometimes, okay? But I laugh at dumb shit, so take that as you will. I also watch this shit when I'm high as fuck, so everything's a lot funnier. But I did find the show before I found weed. So take that with what you will. I don't know, man. I mean, like, this show came out in, like, the beginning of the 2010s, and, like, the vampire craze was, like, huge. So, again, I really appreciated the Dusk parody.
Our love will sparkle for all time. I'm AB positive. You will be mine. Drinking your hemoglobin may be a crime, but our love will sparkle for all time.
It's just really insane to think about how crazy vampires were back then, and the Dusk parody, I don't know, it's clever. Fuck me, okay? It's clever.
Can't you wait just a few more days?
I waited 80 years for you.
I have an exam tomorrow. Stop doing that!
But then they have, like, the real vampires having to only need to wear, like, sunglasses and hoodies.
Hoodies and sunglasses. Nice look.
Okay. They got rid of that plot in the show. I don't remember that being a thing in the show, honestly. So, oh well. How do people get these contents, these videos that are like this? Do I gotta buy it? I don't have a DVD player to like rip it from. This is why no one can make it anymore, because fucking copyright shit.
Okay.
God, just let me download. I'm not gonna sell it.
I joined as fucking subscribers.
It's future me editing this. We're gonna... I mean, technically by this point, I probably have figured it out, because this is the end. Because I was like, we gotta figure this out, boo. Did I even make a conclusion of like my actual thought of the review of the show? Yeah, I said this shit wasn't that bad. Oh my god. I just like have all these ideas, and then when I try to execute them, I feel like it executes me. You know what I mean? Like I'm dead. So I hope my hair doesn't get picked up on the green screen.
Shut up.